Привет, comrades. TFCoM here. I have some bad news. I recorded for over an hour on some great Part 4, and it didn't save. My system was recording it, and then it had a weird error pop up, and none of it got saved. So, you missed a bit. We start there. Okay, so this one is starting to save now. You missed a bit. We talked to each person. Kandros is in charge of military. Kesh is what was she in charge of? I forget. Tana's in charge of kind of everything. Addison is sort of like the chief of colonial affairs, so she's more of like on the ground. I may be getting all those wrong. I don't really talk to those people that much in my playthrough. They're not as memorable, I suppose. But I do love Kandros, and I will actually be cosplaying him next year. I'm working on the whole armor and everything. It'd be really cool. And Kesh explained the genophage a little better, and which is essentially their species was made only 1 in 1,000 children survive due to the Solarians creating this disease and the Turians implementing it. I think I explained it in a previous thing, so I'm not going to re-explain it. But that is, which I actually explained it. My phone is dying. Give me a second. Okay, it's going to have to be like that now because that's how my charge is positioned. So she did explain that a bit. She explained the mutiny that was going on. They asked for the Krogans' help, and the Krogans said sure in exchange for more say. Sound familiar? And they said sure. So Krogan helped them. They did not get their say at the end. They complained like, hey, we wanted our say, and they all got exiled. So that's happened, and it's very similar to the issues the Krogan had before, where, you know, they got punished for doing what they were for wanting the reward for what they were supposed to be doing anyway, what they promised to do. So that's a familiar thing there. Let me see. We talked to a guy who is he is going to be exiled for a murder. What happened? Trying to get audio files here. We saw his wife, and she said he did not do it, and even if he did, it would have been an accident. They were best friends. Like, you know, he definitely wouldn't have done anything like that on purpose. And he went to talk with him, and he said what happened is that there was Ket, which is the enemy in this game. They were walking around, they were hiding. He said, oh no, the Ket, you know, and he shot wildly, and he thought he hit a Ket. But he actually hit his chief, which is his friend. He freaked out, was all like frozen in shock and looked nauseous and everything else. Like, that was his friend. But he got convicted, or he got put in jail for it. And they're assuming that he did it because they had a fight earlier about how, hey, there's Ket here, we need to retreat. And the commander's like, no, we need to stand our ground. And he's like, we are outnumbered, we will die. And once the commander actually died, he did make everyone to retreat, and that's probably the only reason they're alive now. So it does also lead to the part where they're like, he maybe did it on purpose so he could live. I mean, we talked to Witness. She said, she was like, oh no, he saw him, and it was like, oh no, why would you hurt me, kind of thing. And she said he actually shocked that his friend was going to shoot me. Basically, what you need to get out of that one is that he saw his friend with the gun pointed towards at him, and he died from the shot. That's all you need to know, because later in the game, it'll mention what direction the shot was in. You don't really need to know all the other conversations that was happening. So, Sam said, come to Sam Node and talk with me. Sam Node is like the main place for Sam, you know, the unit. There are like chips in people's heads and little ones scattered around ships and stuff, but this is like the main base for the supercomputer itself. So the supercomputer wanted to talk with me. So that's what we're starting out on this video. Summed up the whole hour's worth in 5 minutes. I probably missed a bunch, but sorry.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back to SamNode. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before.
And I did fix the audio issue, so...
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss
that was
something
something that took a
confidential?
lot of
You
work
should
to
know
do.
certain facts before you leave on your expedition.
Basically what was happening is that it was recording my voice and the sound coming from the TV, because I had the TV sound on. And so it was echoing weirdly in the video, because the video itself had sound as well. And that should help me sync them up better, but, you know, it didn't sync perfectly at times. And also, this is a big disadvantage to me later on, because there are a lot of things that are really important to hear. Them speaking like this is super important. I can kind of read the subtitles though to get the gist, but subtitles here, I don't know how good they look in the videos, but at least on the TV, it's white on white, and it's very hard to read. I can get kind of the gist of it at certain times, but, you know, there's also enemies that, you know, you need to hear them to know they're coming up on you, so you can block or whatever. Like, those invisible guys from earlier. So, I don't know, but this is the only way I could think of to fix the audio, so that's what we're going to be doing. So, anyway. Facts you should know. Why the secrecy, or this one.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he
Well,
keeping
I'm trying
secret?
to pick the
My
options that I
true
did not pick in the
capabilities.
first playthrough. That's why
Alec overrode
I mentioned it
the implant
earlier.
safety protocol.
So if something seems
It
like it's
allows me
not a
unrestricted
good
access to the
decision,
Pathfinder's physiology.
I'm doing it for this reason.
And that's...
Because I want to see what the other
me
story
now.
goes.
And only you.
What
I
they
can act
say
as a
in
force
each
multiplier,
say
dramatically
say
enhancing
something
your
different, like, you know,
neural skills
are the
when
responses
required.
the same or such?
Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious, like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Your implant is the window to... Please go back. The font was a lot easier to read when it was on Sam. I'm still a boss, I can read that one. Will it work? Wow. So you're not just a computer. All these sound like they have sassy responses, which I like. Oh, that one, you are just a computer. Will it work, I suppose? Or will it hurt?
Okay, well, just as long as it doesn't hurt.
The only pain is that which life provides. As I've discovered, this can be a lesson in itself.
It's one I'd rather avoid. So where do we go from here?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be
Of course,
removed.
the game has to have a reason for you to
Perhaps
explore.
you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime,
I still love the
unless you have
idea
more
of
questions,
him,
your
though,
new
all
ship
the
awaits.
neuron-looking things firing.
Thanks.
Okay, how to do classes and such. This is the only option we have right now. The profiles, whatever. So we'll be doing this profile. It's the only option again. And I did have some skills that came up that I didn't do previously. So I'm going to redo those. I'm going to do those. I like doing tech the most, usually. I have 3 points. I'm going to put them all towards my Incinerate. Because I love that move. Okay, save it. Cool. I got a new profile already. Let's see, Cora has 4 points she can use. I'll put 1 and 2 and then 3. Sounds good. Yes. Liam only has 2 points. I think it depends on how much you use them in your party or something. You can get that one and that one. There you go. All good. I got a new profile already, so let's do that one. I like this one a lot more. It gives you this little buddy that travels around with you and stuff. Or does this one give you the invisibility though? I can't read from here. I'm gonna do engineer because that's what I did in the previous games. So now I know how to play it. Why is there something glowing on my shoulder? Okay, thank you. I was like, please don't do that. The game's a little buggy. So anyway, where do we need to go here? Go to your ship. That's fair enough. We're about to meet all the people we can date. Awesome. Which way is my ship? Is it this way? Maybe. Maybe through here. That's not a door. Okay. You guys did get to not hear all the cats playing loudly with their toys. I had to make them stop. It was funny, I suppose. But you did get to miss that, so that's good for you. There's someone here who's has a mission for me. I forget where he's standing at. Maybe he's here later. Because usually he's like, hey, come over here. But that one actually didn't have subtitles up there, so I don't know where he's at. Another unfortunate part about not having sound on. And not this door. Cool, got it. That's one thing, the navigation systems were never very good in the games. Oh, it's pretty hard to find your way. Also, driving in these games is horrific. Any game I've ever played in the series is horrific with the driving controls. So, just warning you, because that's going to be coming up soon. Least favorite part of games. Alright, Cora. So.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
I hate that the recording's
We
just my
used to call
face.
that
I'm going to
tactical
probably cut it off or
improvisation.
something. It looks bad.
But at least we'll be
But
doing
that's
it in style.
the only way my phone will stand if it's on the charger. Because it's one of those, charging pads, the wireless things, you know. So here comes my ship.
Call her
It's.
the
I thought I
Tempest.
was like, is it going to be completely lost the time of it now. But the name of the ship in the previous game, I was like, ooh, is it gonna have the same name? But it's still a gorgeous ship. It looks more like a spaceship, whereas the other one looked kind of like a military ship. So, you know. So we're not military, we're like explorers. About to meet my crew.
Let's go take a closer look.
There
Let's speed up a bit,
is
people. We're 14
gorgeous
months
lady
late.
who I probably am going to romance. I may change my mind on that,
So you're the
but
one
she's the
making
one
everything
I've been
happen.
wanting to romance for a while. But, you know, she needs a
Vetra.
girl, so
Vetra Nexus.
I have a girl character.
Initiative Wrangler.
Because there are
Commissioner,
some
Gunner, and
who are
everything
solely
in
lesbian or
between.
solely gay.
Are we ready?
So,
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
there we go.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise,
Yeah,
there's
she
no way
is.
they're letting this ship off the station.
What's wrong? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's go see the rest of Helios.
She's like, okay, cool.
Hold it. You're not going
Never
anywhere.
mind.
Damn it.
Damn it. I didn't do it.
Whatever happened, it wasn't me. I just got here.
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the
Tempest, that's the name of this ship, not the name of the previous one. That's the name of
Director
this ship.
Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
She knows how to get what she wants.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I mean, it makes the point that he wasn't essential,
I
you
know.
know,
I got
they gotta
family
make
too, Ben.
prioritized and stuff, but
It's
I also
done.
understand why you'd be upset about that.
Addison's gonna kill me.
Smooth.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
I love her.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just
She's so
talking about
cocky.
it.
In my playthrough as a guy, she's just a friend, obviously, but yeah, she's still a nice personality to her. I heard there's some really deep things about it. There's a really deep story with her. I don't think I can get it on the friend path. I think I have to be dating her to see the full story about family and things like that. So that'll be interesting to figure out. Excited for that. If the game loads. So I don't make my videos too long because you guys probably won't watch them.
Everything's state of
At the same time, I don't want my video
Labs,
just a
sensors,
cutscene, so
exploration gear.
it kind of torn
Plus
on
your
this
crew,
one.
of course. The best in their field.
Good to see you're looking so well, Sarah.
Some cool elevators though. It didn't have that
The
in the
engine core
previous
is based
game.
on the Ark's Odyssey
The elevators
drive.
really took fucking
It runs a hell
forever
of a lot
because they were
quieter.
part of the loading.
That's Gil
thing,
Brody.
you know.
Engineer, mechanic,
That's how they
all-around
loaded new
wrench jockey.
scenes. They put you in an elevator for a long time.
We call
Which
this
is
the
which is fair.
research
It's a
room.
pretty creative way
There's
to do
space
it.
for
But people were
upgrading
like, I'm in the
equipment,
elevator for
gathering
like 5
intel.
hours. It wasn't that
Router
bad. But you know.
engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Oh,
Welcome
see, she's
aboard,
also one of the
Sam.
people I want to date
And
though.
fighter, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar,
She's another lesbian
our science
character.
officer. Your quarters are
So
below.
the two I'm
Plenty
torn
of space up here to
between.
get everyone together. It's all yours. She's
Because, I
light,
mean, I love dating the
stealthy, and
aliens,
the fastest
but-
ship in her class.
The other one has a pretty cool accent. To be fair, the aliens technically have an accent as well. I mean, I know nothing about the other person, so I'm not sure what her special mission will be. Because they'll have a special mission. Mission will be tough. It'll be an adventure. It'll be an adventure.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part.
See, she's very
When you're ready
showing
to
off to
fly,
me, like
head over
she's
to the
flirting.
bridge. Our pilot should
Is what
have
it seems
everything
like.
good to go.
She wasn't doing this in the male playthrough. She was kind of like, "Hey, here's the ship. Here's everyone you need to know. Bye." So she's already been kind of flirty here. I like it. Where she want me to go? She wanted me to meet her somewhere. There's the stairs.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
We call
Well, I
this
wanted
the
me to
research
meet
room.
her
You can run research projects and
captain's
coordinate with the
thing.
Nexus from here.
I don't want to do research. I want to talk to everyone. Excuse me. Let me in. There's people to talk to later on. I mean, later on. They're all around the ship. But, I'm going to introduce you to Kallo, my favorite guy ever. He should be here. There he is.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control.
He is amazing, and I
time
love
for
him.
introductions.
And I really wish he was a romance
You
option.
must be Ryder, Kallo Jath.
But he is
A
asexual,
pleasure to
which is
be
pretty
here.
cool that
And
they
to meet
added.
you, of course.
Which,
I'll be
you know,
piloting the Tempest at your word.
I respect
Quite
that,
the
but at the same
ship,
time,
but it'll take a
just because
Pathfinder's
you're asexual
guidance
doesn't
to
mean
see
you're
us through
aromantic.
this.
You can still date people if you're not sexual. But I guess they don't want to do that. They want to have sex scenes and stuff in the games, which is probably why Krogan aren't dating options. You know, there's a Krogan in every single game, in every single party, like one of your main people, but they're not dating options. You could date everyone else, but not them. And it makes me really sad, because I love the Krogan species. I love them to death. I didn't like the Solarians before because of the whole Genophage thing. But Kallo is impossible not to like. He's a sweetheart. I'm still on the ropes. I'll keep out of trouble.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry
He's a sweetheart,
clown.
though. He's a sweetheart. I love him.
I was test pilot for the Tempest's early
He gets so easily
prototypes.
excited. He's like,
I admit,
yay,
I'm
let's
itching
go.
to see how she
He's
performs
so
out
cute.
here.
I mean, he built the ship, though. He knows everything about it. He loves the ship.
So, how do
The
I...
console
like his
syncs
own.
with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized.
I'm looking down and keep checking
for
the
a
time, honestly.
Pathfinder.
Everything's
Make sure my
secure
report's not going
if
too
you're
long.
ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Okay. Failure is an option. Crossing galaxies is a big risk, yeah.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me.
Excuse me. He's actually leaving.
Command access
Ooh,
is
he never leaves the
transferring
front row.
successfully.
Bet you he just went around just about his
Science
chair.
and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
You dream of a home. We're the last hope. We got this. No, I don't want to make a speech. Keep dreaming of a home.
We were all expecting a golden world. Now there's just a long road ahead. But hold on to that dream. It might see us through.
I mean, it wouldn't be easy, even if there wasn't cat fighting
Nexus
and
control.
storms and stuff.
This
It
is
wouldn't
the
be easy to
Tempest.
settle in a
Identity
whole
2527,
area.
prepping
You don't
to
know like how the
depart.
soil can grow their plants and things like that. Like, it's going to be pretty difficult to make sure people understand. My first playthrough, I was like, oh no, they're setting off because I had a bunch of missions till the Nexus, and I was like, oh, I'll just do this and then come back to the Nexus. But you can't. You can, but you have to do all this whole cutscene and leaving anything else,
Godspeed,
and you have
Pathfinder.
to basically reversing the whole thing again. So, there were some missions I couldn't do because you had to leave and come back for those. So, that was a situation there.
To Eos then. What would have been our Habitat 1.
What is
Two
here?
failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Kallo, take us in.
I love the animations of these things. It's really confusing when I can't hear what they're saying.
This
I'm
is
trying to
about as
remember
far as
what
the
these
Nexus
parts
surveyors
actually
can
were
get
at.
before-
Like, what were we
well,
doing at this point, kind of
Let's
thing.
see what's waiting here.
Trying to remember.
Anomaly on sensors.
There's certain times where she's like, I'm sensing an anomaly, and that's important to know. Hopefully, they have the subtitles of that one. I didn't look at it, but it's pretty important. Anomaly is how you get some really cool stuff. Okay, finding anomaly on different planets. She didn't say anything, in subtitle wise, so I'm going to assume there's nothing here. And I'll leave this planet. And I'll leave
Anomaly
this one.
detected.
These animations are gorgeous. They do take a while. Oh my god, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? I don't know if there's an anomaly because it's not saying anything, but I'm going to assume it's a good one. Assume we're good there.
I'm
Cool.
picking up something.
What's over here? Just... Oh. Haha. I thought it looked interesting. There's something special there.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
So you gotta keep your eye out when you can't hear them. Because when you hear them, they're like, hey, anomaly detected, and you can do your scanner. I just did my scanner out of... Honestly, I hit the wrong button. So if I hadn't done that, I never would have found this because I don't have the audio on. So see, there's a lot of things I'm missing out on for not having audio, but the recording will sound better. So it's the toss-up, you know? It got the aluminum I need. Aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum. Sorry, theater days come back. I'm gonna finish exploring this little galaxy and then I'll cut off for this video. The next video will be meeting the rest of the crew. So, look forward to that one. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's the sound the ship made. Again, I can't hear anything. Which, I mean, I obviously can't have the sounds off, but I'm trying to... I've played this game so many times that I had the sounds kind of stuck in my head. But I haven't played from the beginning, so like little things like this I know because they always sound the same. But you know, well, I do love these planets. I'm not reading them, but they actually have full-blown things about weather and temperature there, and how the environment is, and what resources are good there, things like that. Like they have full-blown like stories to them, even though they're just random things you can't even land on them. You can just zoom by them. Some of them have resources, but most of them don't. They're just there. And so it's amazing they put so much effort in something that really doesn't matter. It's just, like, see, there's nothing on this one. But it's just to make it look good. Make it seem more immersive, I suppose. And that is just so amazing. I'm gonna go explore a black hole now. I'm gonna go die, probably. You know, the typical things. I have to do that every time, I'm sorry. Nothing here. Alrighty, so that's it for the I can't read that. That's it for that galaxy. So I'm gonna make a second recording for meeting the crew. Anyway, TFCoM signing off. Bye.